Hello everybody, this is Vic again, and today I am doing another request from Mike Forrester of Mike Forrester I Love Recording. And it's a request a long time due back from when I reviewed the Menace pedal here. He requested it through guitar. I had a lot of stuff going on, so now we're going to do it through guitar. So for our clean channel, this is just what it sounds like. I have my guitar tuned in E standard. It's basic. And for our actual noise that we will be making, I have everything set to just the middle ground. I have the mid frequency set to low. And we're going to start with let's just do just the lightest channel here. I have the weight all the way down the gain down, just normal output. So again, this is just E standard, just plucking each string. Basic. Now let's do the same. Now you can see it has a little bit, so let's do the same, but now on the heavy channel. And now on the heaviest channel. As you can tell, like, it makes the guitar a lot more sensitive. Now, because of how I am, I always would like the heaviest channel. And let's just give it a little bit of weight and do the same thing. And I think that's good with a little bit of weight. Let's actually bring the lows up so I can have a heavier guitar. Mids a little bit down. Let's do highs down. Let's just get a lower sound guitar. So I have a heavy guitar. So let's just play a quick riff. Yeah, it's just simple riff there. A lot of people would recognize it. So let's do the exact same. Very simple, where you can tell the main difference, but I don't like that noise. Let's go a little bit more low. Let's bring up the mid frequency to change it a bit. Actually, let's do some more weight because I want it heavier. Let that ring out. Yeah, I like that one a lot better. So the same. And to me, that sounds a lot better than just the basic. Let's actually see if I can make it even. We just crank everything just to be silly about it. Besides, that gives a lot of noise. Let's just... I might have to adjust the volumes. I've already seen on my levels it's midway and I'm not even touching anything. So actually bring... Actually, with all that noise, that's what the gate's for. So let's actually go and peak everything. Sounds pretty better right there personally, but if we get rid of the gate, you can hear there is noise on there. So let's keep the gate on, but that is kind of loud actually, so I would have to adjust this in post. Let's bring the weight down. Let's go for more of a mid-heavy here. So we're going just for a mid-heavy here, and just the same riff, just... And then that's actually not too bad, honestly. But if we're just saying, let's go for, let me think. Let's actually get the gate down so we're not dealing with that. Let's bring these down. Let's bring the weight down. Let's actually get to just heavy channel instead of heaviest. Get everything centered. Let me see like this sound. Doesn't sound too bad, but there is some noise. I know if I just go and just palm mute, just you can tell it has a very distinct sound to it there. And this is on me for not remembering different verses of stuff that would be recognizable. But then again, me not remembering things probably avoids a copyright strike. So, sort of a win. Let's go and actually remove all this. And let's go just for a straight low. You see, it has a very distinct sound as it is, especially if we're going heaviest with just lows only. That actually made a rumble. Now, one thing I do have, which I actually just angle it here. This is a 7-stringer, so there actually is a 7th string to it. So this top one I have tuned to B. So if we're just going for what B would sound like, just normally, you can tell it's a lot heavier than just E. But now we're doing the same, which is fine with the extra heaviness if we're just doing which a lot of people can recognize that too. Now for me personally, I have a background with more of the heavier metal industrial side, so that's sort of the stuff I lean into. This works out for me. This actual guitar is a Schecter, so it was part of their Apocalypse series, so it does lean into the heavier tones here. The only problem, like I said, I can fault with this is that this pedal, when tuned like this, does have some noise, unfortunately. But that's probably, let's see if I turn down the gain, weight, have everything on the middle. Let's just do. Keep everything nice and low. As we see here, just a lot heavier tones, especially if I have, like, my guitar is very overdriven, as a lot of people can tell. So let's go and put the lows down, and let's go for just a high tone. So obviously you need some lows, but let's just crank everything straight high. Now that's just kind of pure noise, unfortunately, which sucks. So we're just, and then for a full mid, like we're Pantera, because he had a very mid-heavy guitar, except I believe his pedal that he used was one of the Zoom multi-effects pedals that he dialed in along with his amp at the time, because they didn't have a lot of money starting out, and then that's how we got the tone that everyone mostly loves. See, now that's a heavier tone, so that might work well. As you can tell, it is very noisy. See, I wish I remembered this. I really think it was here. And that sounds pretty good if I'm doing it off of memory, or as a lot of people say, close enough. Again, my description says unprofessional, and that's about the closest fact you'll ever get to me. But this was a very simple, just quick showing off, because again, if we're just doing the clean tone with it, and just repeating the same thing that I just poorly did. See? And that's what the clean tone that we go back to the actual pedal affecting it. That is. And that's about all the most famous. Well, I know more, mostly. I can't play them very well currently. But this should be a pretty good demonstration of what the sounds sound like. I'm not going to start ripping on guitar because I am not prepared to try and figure that out right now because, well, frankly, I have a lot of damage to my hands and they don't work as well as they used to. But this is just the easiest way just to demonstrate a very basic overview of this. I'm sure someone could shred on this and it'll sound amazing. I'll get back there eventually and then I'll make a follow-up on this. But this is just a quick show-off. So, like I said, this is for Mike Forrester from Mike Forrester I Love Recording, which I will tag in this video too. I appreciate everyone watching, and thanks for the suggestion, Mike. Bye.